So the only one that I could find that was the exact same was listed for $1,500. I got it for $75. Hey friends, welcome back. I am coming to you with another thrift haul today. I said in the last thrift haul that I haven't had a lot of luck this year garage sailing, and then I had a really great week this last week. They're not all from garage sales. We just got back from vacation in Branson, Missouri. So we hit one antique store while we were there, and a couple of them are Facebook Marketplace finds, and then a couple are garage sale finds. Beautiful pieces. I got amazing prices for all of these things, and be sure to stay tuned till the end because I'm going to share, I think, probably my all-time favorite antique I've ever gotten. I got it for a fabulous price. I'm going to be sharing that at the end, and the reason I'm doing that is because it's too big to fit in here. And a lot of the items that I got, I purchased with the intention of using in that piece. So stay tuned because you don't want to miss it. So the first item I'm going to share with you is an item that I got at an antique store in Branson, Missouri. So we were able to hit one antique store while we were there. They have so much antiquing there. I wish I would have had a bit more time to do it, but we had so many things that we were trying to fit into like the few days that we were there that we only really had time to hit one. The first thing that I got is this gorgeous hand mirror. This is so pretty. I love the patina on it, just all of the chipping and everything. The tone of it is so beautiful. This is just a gorgeous piece. You can kind of see it does have some wear on the actual mirror as well, but it's a pretty decent mirror. And I got it for such an odd price, $7.97. I just love this. This, for some reason, the design of it makes me think 20s or 30s. I haven't had a chance to really look anything up. Let me use my Google Lens here and see if I can figure out anything. Let me see if I can find this mirror. I'm really not seeing anything here. You just never know if you'll be able to find something or not. I'm definitely not, oh wait, is that it? Very similar. This is really similar. It also says Art Deco on it. It's listed at $28. Really pretty similar to this one. Don't know much about it. Definitely gives me Art Deco vibes. It does have some beveling around the edges here. Nice and like worn and patinaed, which I love. I think it's gonna be really pretty to use decoratively. Decoratively, is that a word? We're gonna go with it. So the next thing that I got at that antique store is this Atomizer. I picked this up because my best friend recently propagated some pothos plants for me, and I thought that this would be really cute to leave next to it, and I guess I can water with it. I don't know, I'm not sure. It doesn't like work very smoothly, so I don't know if once I like actually get something in it, if it will, or if this will end up just being decorative, but I thought it was really cute, and since I'm a plant lady now, I guess, I figure maybe this would be like a cute little accessory to have near my plant. So thank you, Izza, for the pothos. They are sprouting roots like crazy, so I've got to do that soon. But anyway, I thought this would be really cute to go next to it. So that's kind of why I picked that one up. And then while we were out of town, I spotted these on Facebook Marketplace, and I saved them in hopes that they would still be available when we got back, and they were. So the next morning, after we got home, I went to pick these up. It was $10 for the pair, so there are two of these, and they are hardwired, but of course I think I could do a workaround if I put them somewhere where we don't want to actually hardwire, using some kind of puck light or something. But what I love about it is it came with these little black lampshades, and there are two of them. Now I personally prefer more of a like aged brass, and I have done different techniques with rub and buff and antiquing wax and all of that. But I had someone recently tell me on my Instagram that there's a product that you can use to actually age your brass. It's a product that creates that chemical reaction to cause the patina to happen really fast. So I decided to order some. I ordered it on Etsy. I don't know when it's gonna be here, but it should be here soon. I'm hoping that I can show you how it works. If it works, I'm not sure. but some people say it works for certain things. So I'm hoping that that will kind of help to age these a little bit, and then I have to find a place for them because I don't know exactly where I'm gonna put them. But to find a pair of these, and with the black lampshades, I was super excited. So I'm hoping that we can get a nice aged look to them, and they're gonna look beautiful somewhere. I really want to redo our bedroom. I don't know that it will happen this year because I'm going to be moving into all of my fall and Halloween, Christmas, all of the seasonal decor here pretty soon. So I don't think I have enough time to do another makeover this year. So it might be after the first of the year, but I thought these would actually be really pretty on the bedsides instead of the sconces that we currently have because they're very modern looking. We really haven't touched our bedroom since we moved in. It's very bare. The color on the walls, no good. Like it's no good. We don't even have curtains up on some of the, on one area. So if you're looking at my house and thinking it looks so nice, mine isn't put together, I have plenty of rooms that aren't put together, and our bedroom is one of those. I'm really hoping to get to it next year, but I think these would be really cool in there. And the shade's attached to the actual bulb, so we'll have to figure out what we're gonna do for that. But I got the pair for $10, which was just a killer deal. I was shocked that they did not go because they were on there for probably 3 days before I was able to get to them. So very excited that I was able to find them. They don't have the little caps that cover the screw hole. So I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. I'm sure we can figure it out. I also feel like you could totally hang it from the top. I'm not sure. We'll figure it all out at some point, and when we do, I'll share it with you. So the next find I got at an estate sale, and it's this gorgeous book. We're gonna look this up together because I haven't had a chance to take a look at really any of this stuff too closely, but I just thought this was so beautiful. The design on it reminds me of the William Morris design. I love the green and the gold. It's got these like really pretty pictures in it. This is just a beautiful book. I got this, like I said, to decorate the item that I'm gonna share with you at the end, and because this is small, it's gonna fit in there really nicely. So I'm just gonna kind of display it. Let's take a look and see if we can find a match for this. It's pretty, got its own look, so I think we sure might be able to. All right, Google Lens, show me what you got. Ooh, okay. And I hadn't really looked at the copyright in here. Let's take a look. I don't know if I already said this or not, but I got this. Okay, copyright is $18.95. And I'm not sure if I already shared this with you, but I got it for $6. Great deal on it. I'm seeing it's listed on eBay for $40. It's listed on Etsy for $75. Let's see if we can search it and find it as a sold item and see what it's sold for. I know so many people were like, it doesn't matter what people have it listed for, and that's true. But it's also just hard to find matches for things, so I kind of just, you know, sold items, no exact matches. So I guess we really don't know. I would trust that maybe these people selling the books have a better idea than I do, but I don't know for sure. I'm actually pretty surprised that I got it for such a great price at the estate sale, but very beautiful. I like to flip through and look at all the old illustrations and things that are in these. Sometimes if the book's not super old, I will display them open if there's like a pretty picture to display it with. This one, the cover is beautiful, so we're just gonna stick with that. The spine's also really pretty. Gorgeous old book. It's going to look very nicely displayed. Was that a hint? I think that was kind of a hint. Also, at that estate sale, I found this little brass frame. It was $3. Is that upside down? $3. Nothing super special about this one, but I do love the like patinaed brass. You know, I'm very into that. And I love having smaller frames for inside of displays and things. Again, with the hint. Have you guys figured it out yet? If you figured it out before I get to the end of the video, go ahead and leave it down in the comments. And then at a garage sale that same day, I found this gorgeous magnifying glass. Really like nice quality magnifying glass. Definitely just gonna be using this again as decor, but how beautiful is that? It almost, I don't know. We should look this one up too and see. I thought maybe this was ivory here on the front, but I'm wondering now. I don't know. Let's take a look. I'm gonna try to see if I can find this one and see. I haven't done one of these in a long time where I just kind of like Google as I go. I do think it's kind of a fun way for us to kind of just search it together. And then of course, if you have information on any of these items or you've seen something similar and you know, always happy to have you leave down in the comments your knowledge and your wisdom. Let's check it out and see here. This one looks really similar. 250. Say what? That looks like it. Granted, mine has, like, in the picture that I'm looking at now, I'll see if I can put it on the screen. They have just the white on the base here, and mine has, like, some browning on it. But it's literally the exact same otherwise. Does this have a marking of any kind? I don't see one. It's really hot in here, just so you guys know. I'm starting to sweat. Okay, it's $250 is what this one's listed at. That is on, are we on eBay or Etsy? eBay. I have to again go look and see if I can see if it's sold. This one's similar as well. Like it looks similar to it, and it's selling for $295. Or it's listed for $295, I should say. So, we don't know. This one actually might be a real treasure. What a cool, like, old world piece, I feel like, to have displayed. So, that's that one. The last thing I got at that garage sale, or the other thing I should say, aside from some toys, because Jameson was with me, is this tray, this like vanity tray, mirrored tray. And again, I'm gonna use this potentially in that same display. I got this one for $3 once again. So I spent a total of $6 on like decor items at this garage sale that I went to. So not much to say about this. I liked the little edges on this. These are super common to come by. This is probably not even vintage, but it's a nice little vanity tray, and I think it's gonna look pretty. And the mirror does have some of that like aging on it that I like, so that's always kind of a win for me when I find an old mirror. I like it to have a little wear and tear on it. Hopefully my camera doesn't go out on me because it's overheating currently, and I am as well. So this gorgeous piece I found on Facebook Marketplace. This was like the day we picked it up was the day before we were leaving for vacation. And so this was like kind of a chaotic thing to throw into our schedule right before leaving for a trip and preparing and all of that. But it was totally worth it. So this gorgeous curio cabinet I found on Facebook Marketplace, I bought this thing for $75. I've been keeping an eye out for one for a while, and they're all, rightfully so, 200 plus. And this one, the glass is all perfect, no cracks. The mirror is in perfect condition, no cracks. There are a couple of spots on the wood where the veneer has like chipped, but I am going to use a little bit of Restore Finish, probably in those little teeny tiny spots. I'm not gonna do the entire thing, it does not need it. It is in such beautiful condition. The claw feet on it are gorgeous. Now it does have these casters on it that I have no idea if they are original to the piece or not. Something tells me they're not. I feel like most of the older pieces that I have that have little casters on them are metal wheels. I would probably consider keeping them on it if they actually helped with moving it around, but they didn't even really work that well. So I'm thinking I'm gonna take them off. These items I feel like are like little treasures and are gonna look really beautiful in there. I also do wanna find some things that do feel like oddities. I'm definitely keeping my eyes out and collecting things. I think it's gonna be really fun for Halloween as well. I don't want to necessarily have it feel like it's packed full of stuff. I want it to be really nice and balanced, but I wanna have just really cool pieces to display in this thing. So yeah, I'm really excited about it. The interesting thing is, I did some research on it before we left, and I did my Google search. Let me see if I can find it here. It's no longer available. This was on Cherish. It's the only one that I could find that was exactly the same. It was listed for $1,500 and it's no longer available. So I can only assume that it's sold. Obviously, I will never know if it's sold for that price or not, but it's the exact same one that I have. And this one doesn't have the casters on it, which is another, like, I feel like clue that maybe they're not original, but of course someone could have just taken them off. I feel like I got such a good deal. I was expecting it to be, you know, a pricier piece, but I was not expecting it to be that expensive. Of course, we will never know if it actually sold for that much. All we know is it was listed for $1,500 and that it's out of stock now. I love the claw feet on it. I just, honestly, everything about it, it's literal perfection. I think it's so beautiful. Definitely an early American piece. I feel like anytime I see the tiger oak, I know it's probably pretty old because it's just not something that they did. When did they stop doing that? Let's look it up. There's something to do with the way that they cut the wood not being like the most economical thing to do. From the last quarter of the 19th century into the 1920s, it was quite popular and widely produced by numerous manufacturers throughout America. Interest in antique tiger oak was at a high point during the late 20th century, but has since gone out of style. I don't think it's gone out of style. I think it's beautiful. Anyway, so that is my new most favorite antique piece that I have gotten. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I really enjoy doing these ones where we kind of look it up together. I think that's fun. I don't claim to be an expert in antiques or vintage. I kind of just learn about these items and expand my knowledge on the subject as I find things. And I enjoy doing that with you guys. If you saw something that clued you into age or any kind of information that you might have on any of the items that I shared, feel free to leave that down below in the comments. I always like to learn from you guys as well. And be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to be sharing styling that curio cabinet as soon as I've got enough things to fill it with. So I'll kind of share as I'm like gathering things. Then we will style that together. I'm also going to be working on probably getting to like fall and Halloween stuff here pretty soon. I know it's still summertime, but it's about time to start working on some DIYs and things so that we can have a really spectacular Halloween display this year. And yeah, I think that's it for this one. So I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye.